We've created different projects, we've tracked our time for each one of them, we have all the information saved, but we want to be able to visualize it, a summary report, to get some insight from it. So our app has a report page, which is a very simple report. It shows the total amount of hours per project. You can see who the client is, what the name of the project. This is all rounded to 2 decimals. If there's anything under 0.01, it won't be shown here, although it will be saved in the record. So if it ever adds up, it will be shown only then. And it also shows the time distribution, what percentage of your time goes to each one of the projects you're working on. We're gonna go through this report in 2 different videos. In this video, we'll just focus on the top part, on the totals by project. For this part, we'll be using, well, guess what? An image list. The only difference with the previous image lists that we've used is that in here we're not showing the remove buttons anymore. Instead, we are showing numbers in that part. Let's look at our code. We're going to start by defining the empty image list in here, in our report page. It has an ID of report list. It's a data type image list. It doesn't show images. And this one doesn't have that remove button part that the other ones did, because this one doesn't show those buttons. In our index page, we have to add another entry just for this screen, for the report screen. We'll be calling a method, a yet to be created method called initReport. Now let's go to our ztempo file and create that method that we need. This method will do the initialization of the image list, and it will also take care of the chart, but we're not there quite yet. First thing we need is an object to store the total amount of hours that have been worked on each project. We'll initialize this object by iterating through all of our existing projects and saving a total hours of 0 for each one of them. Now, why is this necessary? Well, because in case it's just so that we give them all an initial value of 0, and then we'll add the actual records to it. So that's what we're doing next. We're adding. We go through all of the records, and we're adding the number of hours to the project that corresponds to a specific ID, so that we have basically an object that has as keys, it has the IDs of the projects, and as values, it has the total number of numbers of hours. It's an associative array, kind of. What's left is the initialization code of our image list, which should be pretty straightforward at this point because we've done it twice already. So basically, it creates a container for the header of the list, and then it iterates through all of the projects. It grabs the name of the project, which goes in the title area. It grabs the name of the client, which goes on the inner HTML. That's the sort of subheader area, like the gray letters. And this part is new. That's the text on the left side, where we used to have our remove buttons. Now we have the total number of hours, which is being rounded to up to 2 decimals. And we're pushing all of that into the items array. And the last step is, of course, getting all of that, selecting the actual image list and getting all of that into it and refreshing. So that should be enough to get the first part of the report. Let me just do some tracking on different projects. I don't think any of it is gonna be 0.01 hours, because that would be actually 36 seconds, and that's too much time. Yeah, so that's showing total number of hours per project for all of the projects we have. As a summary, what we've done, basically we created an image list, an empty image list. We added an entry for that particular screen called report, and in the initialization method for that screen, we calculated the total number of hours per project, and then we initialized the image list, and we are showing that number of hours per project, and we're showing the project name and client